Well, I'm sure you've all been introduced to cinema long before this, and I'm sure by the mere fact that you signed up for this class, you're aware that movies are more than flashy diversions, and there's lots that go into making movies, and that opinions about what finally ends up on screen can vary greatly. It's all about you, it's very subjective, and that's exactly the way it should be. But what can we agree on? Well, we can agree that movies have become a big part of our lives and help shape the way that we see the world. So much so that I can confidently say that if you want to know more about life, the good, the bad, and the ugly, you do well to start by going to the movies. I'll be discussing some of the high points of international cinema in the lectures, but we'll be primarily studying American motion pictures. Not only because of time constraints, but more importantly, because the American motion picture industry was and continues to be the elephant in the global room. And whether you want to be a movie maker or a devoted and informed audience, or hopefully both, you should be aware that movies are a homegrown concern, and as ticket buyers, you play an important part in this industry. And you should have a working knowledge of how, for the past 130 years, it has both made and remade itself and us. It's relatively easy to look back at old movies of a bygone era and get an idea of how they reflect certain values and anxieties. It's not so easy to look at our own ever-evolving media culture and gain that same clear perspective. But that's our job here. Let's give it some thought. So, how have movies made America? How have they evolved from this first film made way back in 1889 at the Edison Labs in New Jersey up to the present day? And most importantly, how will you advance movies into the future? It's a fascinating subject, so let's begin.